Welcome to Comfort Avenue number 2. I'm your host, James Williams Jr., aka Echo Fan Grey Wolf. There are 684 of you. So as of today, because it's not midnight yet, as of today, I have officially lost 2 more people. So let me ask you, all of you who left. Not so much all of you who stayed. No. If you're still here, I thank you. But if you left, the only reason why you possibly left is I struck a nerve. Which means I did my job. Let me state this one more time, just in case y'all missed it in the bag. I didn't vote for Felon 47. The man's a fucking racist, and he likes to diddle children. And you voted for him. So there's only 2 reasons why you left. You were overwhelmed by shame and guilt, or, you're not willing to acknowledge the evil that you have accepted and have allowed for this country. And that's okay. I've always said this, and I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck if you voted for him, as long as you own it. It is not me who has the moral compass problem. If Trump would have been a Democrat, I'd be the one with the problem, because I primarily vote Democrat. But here's the thing on Trump. Everybody who's always hating the Democrats this, hating the Democrats that. I'm not actually a Democrat. I'm actually a progressive. I want more for you. I want more for me, and the government needs to hand deliver that shit. Point blank, period. But see, the government, and specifically the rich, tend to do what they want, and we're left holding the bag. Today I got, probably the best news of my life. The Army gave me $10 extra. So I'm no longer making $346 a month. I'm making $356 a month. Now remember, he wants to take away my disability from the military, but he's never served. Barron's never served. No one in his family literally is serving currently or is going to serve. And when I say his family, I mean his sons. I don't mean his cousins, his grandkids. No. I mean his direct lineage. He didn't serve. He had bone spurs. I don't give a fuck that he dodged the draft. I think Clinton also dodged the draft. And I ride about that too. There cannot be fair treatment for one and super treatment for all. No. All the way down the board. Now, I don't know if Obama would have even been old enough when the Dodge or the draft came out, because he's in his late 50s, early 60s at best. I'm 52. There was no draft, but there was selective service. There's no getting out of that at all. But to sit here and go from 686 to 684, it can only come from the videos I made about Felon 47. The only reason why you're leaving me because of that guy is because I'm right. So for the next couple of people who choose to leave, look at that mirror. And then look at your daughter. Look at your nice, beautiful 4-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 9, 10, 11-year-old. I've literally showed you the evidence of this man telling a 10-year-old girl he'll be dating her in 10 years and laughing it off. But rather than stick with me and the evidence presented, which is closer to the truth than not, I mean, you see it. You can go Google it. You don't have to listen to me. You can literally go play the videos. You can literally go play the videos with Howard Stern. And you can go see him do this shit on Soul Train. But somehow or another, I'm the moral compass bad guy, right? He wanted 5 black guys my age, 4 black guys and 1 Latino my age dead for raping a woman that they did not rape. They admitted that they were coerced by the police. You know who never has to do that? You know who never ever has to say that the police coerced them? And respectfully, white people. The police don't have to coerce you because 9 times out of 10, unless the victim is female, you didn't do it. Even if you did, you can go to court if you're a white man. And I say this with respect, because Trump said it himself. And he's not wrong. You can go to court as a white man. And depending on who you kill, you go to court as a black man. Unless you killed another black person, there's none of that. You a black man, you killed 6 white guys. self-defense or not, you're done. Let's go back to the guy who subdued the black guy having a mental health moment. The guy that choked him out was a military man, much like me. We know when to let go. He didn't let go. You don't have to wait till a person goes limp. But that guy didn't get much time, if any. White man kills black man, subway. Because the black man was distraught having a medical emergency or a mental health emergency. Trump said it himself. He said it best. I could walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot someone and no one would bat an eye. He shot all of us in the foot starting this war with Iran. And nobody said shit. But at some point, at some time, it's going to be your 18-year-old son or your 18-year-old daughter that has taken that oath and caught that bullet for that man. It's not going to matter what your race is. It's not his kid. It's nobody in his family. But it is somebody in yours. It'll be somebody in mine. It'll be somebody else's kid. It'll be somebody who voted for him but didn't vote for this shit. Which is what people generally come out. I didn't vote for that. I voted for this. Yeah, because you wanted cheaper eggs and cheaper gas. Well, the eggs ain't been down since he's been in office. The gas is steadily going up. But you voted for that. Keep that shit in mind when you're getting your flag. When they fold that some bitch over 13 motherfucking times. Hit this number and present that flag to you. They're gonna be over there. Like this. And yet, y'all don't want to believe that, so I lost 2 people today. Yeah, it hurts. Just a little bit. But I ain't gonna worry about it. Now, mind you, by the time you see this video, it'll be Tuesday. But, just want you to keep that shit in mind. For everybody who voted for him. And let me give a reminder to the Asians that voted for him. Trump 2024. And when he got in, let me remind you, the first person that he sent out was a Japanese man for overfishing. A Harvard student. And then he went after all Asian students in every university that was coming from foreign countries. Y'all forgot about that, right? His next target was DEI. Who did he go after first? And Black History Month. First year, second term. Tuskegee Airmen. Remove them from military history. Then he went after the Navajo Code Talkers. And then he went after Jackie Robinson. That's 3 branches right there. Army, Air Force, and the fucking Marines and Army. Can't remember if the Navajo Code Talkers were in the Navy. But I know they were in the Army and the Air Force. And some were in the Marines. Let it sink in. When you look in the mirror and you're living your pretty white life. When you're an Asian man who voted for Trump and you got your American citizenship only to have it taken from you and deported. Because legally, the man was married to an American woman. He shouldn't have been able to be deported, but because he was overfishing, he sent his Japanese ass home, leaving his wife and his 3 kids. It won't be long before somebody you know, if you're Asian, running around Trump 2020, forgot about the Kung Fu virus, the Wuhan disease, and how innocent Asian people who weren't even Chinese was getting fucked up. And the one guy did lose his life was Chinese. Somebody checked him up against a garage door. He died. But it was a bunch of Asians. Trump 2020. History's going to remember everybody that voted for this man. And for everybody who's leaving the channel and coming back, I'm not mad at you. But you should be mad at you. Because your moral compass and your honor is gone. And voting for Trump can never replace that. The only thing that can replace it and redeem you is that you own it. And you start standing up and saying shit. And he makes decisions like to go to war. Because it won't be long before the kids that voted for him are on the chopping block. That means you. Your kids, because you voted for him. It won't be long. You leaving my little puny channel. I'm nobody here. I'm nobody. I'm not famous. I might get there, I might not. No one can tell what the hands of fate is going to bring. Tomorrow I could hit the lottery. The day after tomorrow I could be dead. I lived my life that way. No one did. The next day could be my last. I don't live my life worshiping a man who wanted 5 kids to look like me did in 1989. I don't live my life worshiping a man who once told a 10-year-old girl in 1992 that he would be dating her in 10 years. Her daddy was a punk, because I would have caught that charge. Trump be just waking out of a coma, I'd be just getting out of jail, and my daughter would have had a chance to go to college and live a happy life. Because somebody like him would have never had the chance to look at 14-year-old girls in the dressing room in 96 when he took a beating in 92. If you haven't noticed, let me break this down for all of you people who are not of color. Now look me in the face. He don't say none of that shit around black people, because he knows he's going to get his shit thumped in. All the people who he has done shit to have been little white girls. Any other time when little white girls cry, all of whiteness unites and does something. And yet, you've done nothing to protect them from him or Epstein. But somehow or another, it's Trump 2020, Trump 2025, and the next one will be Trump 2028. History is going to remember you. But you know what's more important? That little girl on your left, that little girl on your right, who may have had a good life until they lost the rights to their ovaries. And your best friend's been looking at him and he's licking his lips. Cop down the street's licking his lips. They're 4. They're 4 years old. And they're targets now. Their little bodies can't handle a fucking 3-inch dick, let alone a 12-inch or a 6-inch dick. But instead of you worrying about that, you're worrying about a little guy on the internet who's half native, half black, and half white, who told you about yourself. So you jump up and you leave. Well, that door's always open. You know why? Because if you own it, you're free to come back. I'm not going to cry because I lost 2 more people today. No, I'm not going to do that. Excuse me. Because see, here's the one thing that stands steady with me. The Democrats went after Al Franken when he did bad shit. The Republicans never go after their bad people, which is why Trump is getting away with all this shit, and why all the people who are supporting him just don't want to give a fuck. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But your kids will. And they will remember those Trump signs in your backyard. They will remember those Trump signs in your front yard, those Trump hats, and all this other shit when the dogs come. His dogs. I'll be dead. I'm not worried. I'm 52. I didn't have a great life anyway. But see, I also don't have kids. So I leave this world the same way I came in it, with nothing. But you have legacies, and you have children, and you won't be able to protect them from the motherfucker that you voted for. But hey, good job. Let's just abandon Echo Fang Grey Wolf. Let's leave Kung Fu Havoc number 2. But understand this. You're welcome back. Anytime. Don't come back when your daughter's 4 years old and she's knocked up with the "I told you. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you help us? Why didn't you say something?" I did. Time and time, again and again. But y'all decided, fuck Echo, we out. Fuck James, we out. So before I go, your homework assignment, if you're still here, and it'll be Tuesday by the time you're seeing this, if you choose to accept it. Google how young the youngest woman was to ever have been pregnant. Her name is Lena Medina. She was 5 years old. So don't think that your 4-year-old daughter can't have something happen where something as big as this little tip down here goes in her little body and her brother pops out from her daddy. I hope you're not the one doing that to your child or anybody else's child. But if you're a girl dad, you better pay attention to this final part. Don't blink. People that's closest to you could be the ones that'll do you.